Nico and Lulu have all their vaccinations, of course, but thank you. But they get so many at the same time. Like 1 shot, they start screaming. 2 shots, they're really screaming. 4 shots. Why?
If you look at the immunization schedule, it does seem like a lot. And now
It is a lot.
It is a lot.
Doesn't
It's a
seem
lot.
like a lot.
You look
I
at
know
it.
a lot when I see it.
we do have several vaccines which kids get before the age of 1, and this is all based on timing of when their immune systems can build the right type of reaction to the vaccine, but also when they're most likely to see the disease. They're all very thoroughly studied for safety. And even if you aren't comfortable with multiple shots, you can talk to your doctor and see if they have a combination shot, which is multiple vaccines in 1 needle. And here's the thing too, by having them on the right schedule, we make sure that kids are getting the vaccines they need on time, and then we also give them enough time to build up the immunity and to make sure that they are doing okay.
Is that why sometimes there's like 3 shots of the same thing?
2,
Because-
4, and 6 months. You remember that
Yeah,
sequence of shots they get
I
then?
do. How could I not remember that? Watching my baby scream like that.
And you know, you can
And they're
ask,
looking at you like, Mama, why are you letting this happen to me? And I'm like, I know. I don't know why I'm letting it happen to you. I think it's good, but I'm not sure.
I think the question falls on how can you put this much of something into my baby's
And,
body?
yeah.
So we're gonna make a little comparison. The average child is gonna run into thousands of antigens, or these foreign substances, every single day. Like thousands and thousands. Every day. Our immune systems are pretty tough. The vaccines are only gonna introduce them to like 150 antigens. So vaccines are like a drop in the ocean compared to all the other foreign substances kids come in contact with. In fact,
Okay.
a kid's immune system is gonna be more challenged by a common cold, which kids seemingly have all the time during cold and flu season. That's more challenging to a child's immune system than vaccines.
What's all this about alternative schedules? An alternative schedule to vaccinations?
Not a fan.
No? Is it what is it like? Do I get to pick and choose when my kids are going to have their vaccinations? Can I choose something other than vaccinations? Can I give them like lollipops instead of vaccinations? But our kids don't eat sugar, so not lollipops, but carrots. Carrots instead of
I
vaccinations.
love that your kids eat carrots. So here's where the alternative schedule kind of came from. Is parents were concerned and they were like, oh my gosh, my children are getting too many shots at 1 visit. And so the alternative schedule was born, and what that basically was saying was, hey, you know what? We'll space out the shots. And we'll make it so that your children don't get as many shots in 1 visit. Now here's the problem with that. The alternative schedule can leave your children under-immunized and at risk for certain diseases at critical points in childhood. Also, this schedule has not been tested for efficacy or safety.
So like it's not even a thing. It's like going to your boss and going, hi, I know you want me to work 5 days a week, but I don't want to, so here's an alternative schedule.
With the vaccine alternative schedule, parents actually, again, we don't recommend people do this, but you actually would have to go to the doctor a lot more often
Oh.
to get all your shots. So this would be like if you went to your boss and you were like, you know what? I'm not working 8-hour days anymore, but I will work shorter days and I'll just come in 7 days a week. We've talked about how vaccines can protect your children, but they also protect the communities around us. This is the concept behind herd immunity.
Which is, I'm immune, you heard?
No. I like where you're going. Herd immunity more refers to the fact that if enough people in a community get vaccinated, they essentially protect the few individuals who may not have their shots. Kind of like, think about like a flock of sheep or cattle. Are they called flocks?
Herd
Herd.
of cattle.
Obviously,
Dude.
it's herd immunity.
Herd of cattle.
Think about a large group of cattle. The more cows and the more sheep there are, the less likely it is for a predator to get in there and penetrate them. So, kind of an animal analogy, but essentially, with different vaccine preventable diseases, we need a certain percentage of the population to be vaccinated to be able to protect everyone else who doesn't have their shots.
For it to not spread.
For it to not spread. This is the concept behind herd immunity. Now,
herd.
if herd immunity percentages drop below a certain threshold, we can see those diseases spread. And one big example is measles.
Measles.
So, fancy epidemiologic term here.
the R naught. That's actually what it's called. It's like a little R and a 0. I didn't name it. But it's an important number. It's the measure of the average number of people that could contract an infectious disease from one single case. So the R naught measles ranges from 12 to 18.
So
Really?
for measles, the herd immunity is really important, and we need about 95% of the population to be vaccinated against measles for it to not spread.
You heard. You flock. That's gonna be our new thing.
I'm sorry I made a mistake on camera.
It's my new thing. You flock.
Flock immunity is not wrong.
Yo, good to see you. You flock.